and nostalgia than this old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy, the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, and the scarlet and gray have this place rocking already. But this isn't any regular matchup. It's a battle of top tens, a couple of forces meeting head-to-head where one team will try to make a resonating statement. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Well, you don't see this every day. They're lining up for an onside kick on the opening kickoff. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, they're playing at home, and you're trying to take advantage of this home crowd and try to build some momentum early. You don't see a lot of onside kicks to start the game. They tried it, but it failed, and now we're going to have to see what their defense can do, taking the field right away.
The offense set for a first down play. Wide receiver shows motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. And this crowd loves a good pass rusher in the line of Chase Young, the closest. Jim still wagging. The Buckeyes can get after the quarterback.
Yeah, and when the crowd's going nuts like it does in the shoe, it just makes it easier to rush the pass. So the snap count is silent, it's predictable, and then you pin your ears back, and that's why they've had so many great pass rushers at Ohio State.
Here's the handoff. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
When the offense gets in those multiple tight end looks, you kind of have a good understanding of what's coming. You don't know where the ball's going necessarily, but they'll put those big old bodies in there to block, to move people, to put more mass on the field, especially once you get in this red area where you have to be able to run the football effectively. Those passing windows tend to shrink a lot.
Well, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Looking for a man. It's Ewers. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And this is why defensive coordinators lose sleep at night, because guys like this have the football in their hand almost every single play. Third down, nothing open, he makes it happen himself, now set up with a great scoring opportunity with first and goal.
With the run on first and goal. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Now they're going to throw it. Now adjusting. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. After this long of a drive, you have to cap it off with a touchdown, and here comes third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Texas! And they strike first.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculated down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on third down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup, accurate throw, and they get paid.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Ballard. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. First down here for the offense. They go to the ground. Shakes off the defender. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end. And six for the first down. As they unpack the pile, it's part of Ohio State's DNA to have a lethal running game.
And this is a trend, Reese. We can go back as long as you want to go back, and we can go back a couple years.
Welcome to Columbus, Ohio, and the venerable Horseshoe, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, a place that's home to such legendary names as Archie, Woody, Zeke, and Stroud. This is not your run-of-the-mill regular season game. Instead, it is a top 10 clash, one team hoping to make a giant statement. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Buckeyes will kick it off to get us underway. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Offense set on first down. RPO complete to open the drive. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you could be a linebacker or a corner or some safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with fourth down coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Floating away. Keeps it going. Bought a little time, lets it go. And that ball is picked off. Got room at the 35. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Ohio State. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
And that is not the start this offense wanted. You're trying to come out, you're trying to create some momentum and get a rhythm and consistency, but you throw the pick 6 early and put yourself in a hole. Not good.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. He'll bring it out. It's Bolden. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
What an individual effort that time, beating his guy and getting in the backfield and making a play. Ohio State has had so many dominant D-linemen in recent years, right? The Bosa brothers, Chase Young. You know those guys are watching this game. They're proud of what they just saw. This dude is a game wrecker.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. The inside handoff. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And the Longhorns will hustle to the line. On fourth down, flexing that muscle in the run game. They stop him short of the marker. Welcome to the Old Horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes and one of the great settings in all of college football. With the Scarlet and Gray already rocking this house. Today we have a top 25 matchup on hand with two of college football's premier teams preparing to slug it out. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Buckeyes will boot it away to start the game. Coming out with it, it's Horn. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First down for this offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Catch in the middle, it's Horn. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Back to pass, it's Sanders. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
They'll go back to the ground.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. When they put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Dialing up a second down pass play. Buys a little time. And he was winding his way all over the backfield, staying alive, and finally he goes down. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants to take the top off. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Taking it the other way. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Buffs. How about that D coming up with a play like that? This D gave them exactly what they needed, not only with a stop, but with a touchdown.
Yeah, and finding ways to impact the game early in the game, just make impact plays, right? The defense wants to create sacks, create turnovers. Great job creating the turnover and getting points off of it.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. He's going to bring it out from deep. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The big thing now don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Now on second down. They'll give it on the jet sweep, looking for room outside. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
Great job by the defense there slowing down that jet sweep. And a big key was the defensive end containing the play, forcing the receiver to cut back inside to where all the traffic was.
Catch in the middle. It's Ibuka. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get it.
Unloads it downfield. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, the receiver was double covered on that play, and I don't know if the decision by the QB had to do with the pressure. Because he was hurried, he just had to get rid of that faster than he wanted to. He's lucky he didn't come away with an interception there.
Now he's going to break the pocket. He'll take another shot here. Fires and picked off. Made a defender miss. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Great spot to start this drive for the offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got a man. It's Hunter. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
It's first down from the 11. They'll give it to him again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
We're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking for a man. It's Sanders. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. It has been said that the other team's quarterback must go down, and he must go down hard, and he did.
And often is good, too. The most you can get to him, but great job by the defense, rushing the quarterback, understanding pass, and getting the big fella on the ground.
And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. He's looking downfield to throw. He'll take a shot. Throw to the end zone. Picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. To the air, it's Sanders. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back.
Well, the defense is feeling it now, right? 2 picks in 2 straight drives. Their guys have been all over the field making plays when the ball's in the air. D coordinator's got to love that.
Got his man to the left. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. First and goal.
Love the grab just past the first down line to allow the drive to continue. So that's a nice play by the QB and receiver.
And backed up, first and goal. This defense fighting to hold the lead and carry it to the locker room. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. Dances away. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big.
And the ball's on the ground. The D scoops it up, and everybody reverses field. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
That's as rough as a 3 drives as you can have. 2 interceptions and a fumble to add to it. You can't score points if you keep giving the ball to the other team. This offense has to find something they can do well, because right now everything's really not working.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Dropping back, it's Howard. This time it's complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They're down to the 20, first and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Dances away to buy time. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution of the drive by that offense.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score came on an impressive run from the 20. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
You've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
To the air, it's Sanders. Going for the big play. He's got it on the right. Can anyone catch him? And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Colorado!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
The AT unit on the field. Splits those uprights right in half. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it out. It's Ballard. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to...
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
That QB might want to register as a 501c3. With the amount of donations he is making to the other team right now, interception number 4 now, putting his team in a bad position time and time again. We might want to start thinking about a change here.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Throws to the wideout. He's open on the right. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7th. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To throw, it's Sanders. Steps away to find some room. Lets it fly. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes. Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Fielded in the end zone. It's Ballard. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Wants to throw on first down. Fires downfield. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Colorado 21, Ohio State 14.
Just about set for the second half kickoff. And he's going to run it back. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Those two first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here at the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
And they'll knock him down.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're
going to take a shot at this DB. And it's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Back to throw, it's Sanders. Coming after it. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Oftentimes, defenses see empty sets, and that's when they want to dial up pressure, knowing there's no extra bodies back there to protect the quarterback. They were able to get to him on that one, and that's why the ball was incomplete.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. He uncorks one deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. 3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanking the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop.
Touchdown, Ohio State! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
He wants to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Looking to throw at Sanders. Getting some heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Finds a man in the middle. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to get it through the air. He lobs one high down the left side. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. And the Buffaloes are rolling down the field. Looking to throw. Quarterback extends the play. And he'll just get rid of that one. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle trying to steamroll his way in. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. And it's caught! Touchdown, Buffs! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
And a little pressure, no problem. The extra point ties the game here in the 4th. Coming down the stretch in the 4th, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the returner is stopped. This defense has to hold it right where it is. Score tied late in the game. To the air, it's Howard. Buying some time. On the move, he fires. Got a man in the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. Got it in the middle. It's Judkins. How about this running back's ability to get into a pass pattern and get into one downfield?
Yeah, I like it, and I like the offensive coordinator continuing to work the running back in the passing game. Do more of this. It's easy. It's not hard routes. It's not things I have to read. It's matchups and what I find when my guy's better than yours and how I take advantage of it.
Afterburners coming. The tag. Touchdown, Buckeyes. They move on top here in the 4th. getting set for the point after. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the scoring play coming on a 56-yard touchdown pass. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Going for the big play. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
Dropping back, it's Sanders. Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off for the fourth time today. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23. Welcome between these hallowed hedges. Sanford Stadium in Athens, Georgia, home to the Georgia Bulldogs. They've had a little chicken, they've had a little drink, and friends, it's time once again to let the big dogs eat. Today, we have two of college football's most powerful teams as we are set for a top 5 showdown. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the offense on first down. He's looking to throw it. Quarterback moving. He's going to run it. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
Back to throw, it's Howard. Lets it fly. It's caught downfield. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. One of the great programs in the history of the sport, sort of built on the running game, but these days, Ohio State defined by explosive pass plays.
Yeah, and you can call yourself whatever you want. A lot of people claim different things like wide receiver U, but when you look at Ohio State, the past several years, going back 10 years probably, you could pick so many big names of guys who have been superstars, not only at the college level, but also at the NFL level.
Bought a little time, lets it go. That's caught. It's Ibuka. Open space at the 25. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
The Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. The officials move it 5 yards back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. He wants to throw it. Gets it out fast. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Looking downfield, it's Howard. Got out of trouble and throws. He makes the connection. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. He makes a grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise on the opening drive. Nice execution. They scored a touchdown. That was big time.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Trying to get... And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, and he gets the ball back. Lucky to do so. Guess it could have been worse.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover. And the offense falls on the field.
You want to talk about hearts and throats when that ball was on the ground? The offense recovered its own fumble. Now the play fake. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already in the 1st quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Buys a little extra time. He's turning it loose into the middle. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Still on his feet at the 45. And a big return.